All right, we are back with another Swing Notebook series. Week 2 of this last week was actually super helpful, although I'm going to complain a lot about my swing. But when it came to dome ball, the issue last week was having low hands, felt like I was dipping a ton, felt like I wasn't driving through the ball. Went to tee work, actually dialed those things in, focused on those things, and it felt like it transitioned very well. Sorry, I didn't mean to move that. Very well to the actual game. This first ball I hit here is probably one of my farthest balls I've hit in dome ball ever. That thing is absolutely annihilated. And one of the things that you see here is that distance between that shoulder and obviously it's a little bit higher pitch, but this is one that I typically struggle with on that inside. We get all the way through and we let this bat whip around. So it was cool to be able to see that stuff transition. The second one, we go a little bit more. I mean, it's not terrible, but we do get a little bit more to that pinch. Again, I want to be able to be my only swing when it comes to these things. So that ball was also, I thought I pimped this ball, but dome ball's set up a little bit weird. So like center field out here, you have to smash. Like very, very few home runs are like it's deep, deep, deep. It's probably like maybe I want to say like 300 plus with the foam ball here. Left field is short. It's like 270 there. So I thought I smashed this ball. This ball went a ways. And then I was like, oh, fuck, I got to run. I didn't even show that. This is probably one of my favorite swings of the day. I had pulled two balls. It's dome ball. I wanted to work on things. I thought, and I stayed tall on a push ball here. So all I did was, and then I mean, this peacock, look at that. Look at me just sit on that back leg and not drift forward. That's a really nice position. That's something that I really wanted to work on here. But I just let this, it's a little bit of an inside ball, but it's high, so you can wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. There's going to be a little bit of a crunch here, but I mean, I'm pretty tall in this backside here. And then we are meeting that ball and driving it. That was probably one of my favorite swings of the entire day there. That was a line drive over there that I was a big fan of. This one here, I think we got stuck a little bit high. Look how deep this ball is. We were figuring this out. The hardest ball to hit with this dome ball is the deep ball. It can be high, it can be short, it can be flat, it can be whatever. It just cannot be deep, because if it's deep, you have to catch up to it, especially deep and inside. This dome is like right in front of you, and you're just going to smack the dome. So we did smack the dome here, but I think we got on because of it. Smacked that ball down. That was perfect. That ball was mashed, but it hit the dome. Dome ball is the best. You spike one off the dome, you just get the run for days, be able to go through. But again, the hands are high there. I'm liking that feel right there. I tried for a middle shot here. This pitch, I felt like I can't remember. I don't think this was the one, but I don't know what I was doing here. I think I tried to go back to the push and I kind of got jammed, but this is the rollover swing. Like, I'm doing a better job of getting my top hand and keeping my top hand on the bat. And I've been feeling it in hit tracks, where it's like a really nice feel where I can keep that top hand on the bat and like punch that ball over. But with that feel, instead of letting that bottom hand cut the ball, and like I'm keeping my top hand on to keep stability with the ball and to be able to cut the ball. But I've been leading to a couple more rollovers than I would like. I was trying to go backside middle here. I remember this, but I can't remember what I messed up with that pitch. But that rollover is exactly what we are trying to prevent. I'm a little bit long on that, but I can't tell if I just had to catch up to that ball or what that was. But rolling over, bolt that top hand stays on the bat. If I had been able to make contact rather than roll over, that ball would have been mashed. But went middle there. This is game 2. We won the first game by I think a lot, but I was like, okay, I want to go back to this middle approach and be able to hammer that. That was a much better swing there, catching the ball a little bit higher up, rolling over just a little bit less. But even look at that, like my top hand staying on the bat so much longer, which is a really good feel for me to be able to control that bat. But went back to that middle spots, good results. This was the best the swing was feeling all week. This is G pitching. He's not a normal pitcher. This pitch was probably going to be like 4 feet short. Again, this is part of being an adaptable hitter. He pitched it, said, oh shit. And I was like, oh no, you never want to hear your pitcher in one pitch say, oh shit. But we were able to hammer that ball out of here and golf that baby for another home run. I think we were 9 for 11 on the night, with 4 home runs. This is the dome ball. This is one that, it was deep and inside. Again, it's one pitch. I don't really know. Maybe if you guys in the comments can tell me what I'm supposed to do with this ball. Maybe it's just I'm not adaptable enough to this ball. But, I'm trying to short stride it, everything that we've worked on, trying to stay on top of this. And, it's high inside. There's only one spot that ball's going to go, just straight up into that dome. That was one of our outs there, right into, if you can see it. It popped off that dome. Popped off that dome right into Viz's glove right there. Was not super happy about that swing. Then we came back, hit another bomb. I'm really liking just how tall I'm staying. I'm dipping just a little bit, but even that is so much better than my typical swing and everything we had worked on this week. Be able to get there, the leg scissors, we're able to pop that ball through. Another bomb here. See a couple more swings there. Another dome ball swing. I thought I annihilated this ball. I really wanted to pull one down the line. I felt like I made decent contact there, and like it was absolutely shit on. That ball was shit on. It just, this dome slopes down in that left side, so you really have to hit it on a line. You cannot elevate it at all, but I think outdoors that probably would have been one of my harder hit balls of the night. And then we send another one to the absolute moon there. Then we get the hit tracks. This Thursday night was probably the sloppiest my swing had felt. I felt like I just had a busy day of work. Like, I don't know what it was, but it felt like I was dipping kind of. Both hit tracks days did not feel super great. Friday was a little bit different than Thursday. I was trying out this new Hades bat. I'm going to break it down. The bat itself felt really, really good, but my swing just felt off all night. I went 12 for 13, but I did have a double play. And it was just, again, the results is not the same as like the feel of the swing. I think a lot of times you can trick yourself into like you had a good average, you had a bad average, and not looking at the like process that it took to get to that average. And this was a night where my swing just did not feel very good. I was trying to hit a line drive here, get a little bit too far out front underneath it, and hit a home run here. I think with only one person on, nobody on our hit tracks team really hits home runs, so it's like kind of free, but again, it's not what I'm working on, not what I want to do. It's a good cut, but it was here. This is the biggest mess up. This was the only out of the night. I had adjusted from reaching too far and getting underneath and hitting a home run. So I'm like, okay, I really want to cut this next ball to stick with my approach that we've been working on and everything we've been building in dome ball. I stay nice and tall here and then just get the top of the ball. Roll over. Again, that same top hand rollover. I'm not cutting through, not getting that barrel to the ball, rolling it over. That was a double play ball for the second swing of the night. And that's something with hit tracks I really have to focus better on. It's like once I get out in hit tracks, I go away from my approach and I start playing the game of hit tracks rather than just sticking with my approach and cutting the trust and cut swing. But that was by far the worst swing of the night. We go back to our push swing here. My push swing in hit tracks has been feeling nasty. I don't know if it's just because I got it figured out, or I mean my push swing is better outside too, but I really should commit to hitting left center more just to build that up. But again, a little bit dippy on this swing. It's a little bit more of a golf swing, but that top hand, I mean, I really enjoy that top hand feel. If I can get that without that rollover, if I can get that top hand staying on the bat and then punching the ball and cutting the ball rather than rolling over on the ball like I've been doing. Even this one, like, is almost a top spin ball, if you can see it. Like, I'm cutting down and then up and over that ball there. And just a couple things we're working on in the swing. So that'll be another approach this week. Keep that top hand, but keep it more cutty rather than underneath it. Here, what do we got here? I've been pushing a lot of inside balls too. I don't know why, but it's something that we're doing. Smack this ball, middle side. That ball is hammered. This was a good swing. I like this one right here. Again, we're dipping a little bit on that backside. We're getting a little bit too far out front, but the hands are nice here. Be able to keep that level a little bit lower, wait for that ball. Like, the thing on the push ball, I'm waiting for it to drop low and then driving it. And I think if I can do the same thing with the pull ball, where I just wait for it a little bit longer, keep my eyes on it a little bit longer. I think that's the reason that my push swing is just a little bit better, is that I wait super long. I stay on the ball. If you stay on the ball and hit the ball with your barrel, you're going to smack it. But creating good disconnect there and smacking it. This is my attempt at a left center ball, but you see, like, I don't know, man. It just too much elevation, meeting the ball out front, nice, but it just doesn't feel the same. Like, I'm not getting all the way around it. Even look at that. Like, the ball's still on the bat, and I'm already bleeding out force. Look at that head. See, I don't know if it shows my mouse here, but look at the head, like, not be able to handle that. I'm bleeding out all the way around. I'm not able to actually hammer that ball. So that's going to be a focus this week, is building in that pull side swing a little bit better so I can do what I do with that push ball. Here, I think we had bases juiced and we just needed a home run. This is part of playing the hit tracks game, where you just golf a ball into the stratosphere and it reads like 380 feet. I did smack that ball, but I don't think it's going 380. It's just more of a launch angle equation in hit tracks. Some of the swings are just like that, trying to get that ball up into the stratosphere. That's a better swing right there. Waiting for that ball to drop, driving that ball, a little bit good launch angle there. Yeah, this is what I have to figure out. Like, why am I golfing? I'm waiting for that. I mean, that's why you're golfing, Austin. Look at that pitch. That pitch is 7 feet short. It's what I want to do with it. I've been loving that low ball to be able to drive into that gap. Again, it's part of being an adaptable hitter, but not really what I'm working on there. But we are having success with it right now. But I was having success. This is a better swing here. I think I can come more down on the ball. Again, my hands are still underneath. Look at hands are underneath the ball just a tiny bit. I think I can keep those hands back and high just a little bit longer and then stay on top of the ball. Let that bat go underneath the ball rather than my hands go underneath the ball. Oh, that's a gross swing. This is what I mean. Like, I think I got a hit or a home run on this, but that is just not a great swing at all. I'm just like kissing it. I'm flicking that ball to right field. Ugh. That's not good. Oh, that ball was hammered. That was a good swing. Staying nice and inside. This is what I'm getting better at, is that inside pitch and forcing. I think this is where the top hand comes through. This is one where when the bottom hand is just so flaily, I can't get to it. I spin out on it. But this one I actually kept the top hand on the bat and like fought it just a little bit more to get it into that gap. So I actually kind of like that swing. Again, hands are a little bit low for my liking. Hands low, launch angle is going to be a little bit higher. They're higher than normal, but I mean, this is not, we want hands coming down on that ball, not underneath and around that ball. Right there. I thought this was an out. See, this is where you kind of get lucky sometimes in hit tracks. They were playing pull side. So the hit tracks, the 5-man guy goes pull side or push side. I got this one through the pull side, push side middle spot. So I got a little lucky there. Ew, dude, this is what I mean. Like, I mean, again, that's a home run again, but just scary, dude. Like, ugh. Just not a good swing. I think that's pretty outside pitch, getting fully extended, but man, just falling off of that ball. Swing just did not feel good this night. Then we get Friday hit tracks. We did win both games on Thursday. We get to our Friday hit tracks. This was our walk-off swing of the night. 100 miles an hour right on the nuts. We were tied 14-14, 2 outs. Won that game in the bottom of the 7th. This is my favorite swing of the day, right here. This is what we need. Hands, keeping that barrel back on top of that ball. Look at that swing. We are getting the ball with the barrel. The barrel's going down rather than up. We are staying tight here. This ball is cutty. That's porn right there. That is everything we're working on, everything we want to do. If we can get this swing, we can stay nice and tall with those hands. And instead of the hands coming down and around, we are coming up and then down, cutting through that ball. That is hammered. We are out on home runs in this game. So then I stopped worrying about like getting launch angle stats, like you had to keep the ball in. But we do it again here. Like that is a great swing right there. That back shoulder's coming through, keeping the hand on top of the ball, smacking that. I love these two swings. I'm going to show them again just to re-ingrain in my brain what we need more of. Boom, getting that barrel out there. Same thing here. This is just same process. This is just missing the ball again. So like if my swing looks like this and I miss it, this is my home run swing, right? That's the gap home run swing. But the approach is the same, where the hands are high, I'm cutting down on the ball, I'm smacking the ball. And then you get a little bit loopier here. This is the loopy. I think we did need a home run here, so I was trying for this. But this is what you find when I'm not trying for this. I'm trying to just cut a ball, and I get up, and then the ball goes to the stratosphere. Right there. Friday, we batted 813. We were 26 for 32. We were struggling as a team on Friday. I was trying to hit some home runs to keep us in the games. So my swing changed a little bit. Thursday, I was not trying to hit home runs. We were not trying to stay in the game. The excuse on Thursday was that I sucked. There's no excuse on Thursday. Friday, I was trying to stay in games. So there was a couple swings where I was trying to send the ball into orbit and keep winning these games. I think I scored like 40 of our like 60 runs with these home runs, but a little bit too many home runs for most tournaments I would like, but we had to try to stay in these games and survive. This is that little bit of a rollover here, but man, I felt this top hand on that bat. Like it felt like the ball was on the barrel, and then I got that ball through, and that thing was shot out of the cannon. I think that was my 102 that we had again. It's like this, like I'm creating distance, like I'm creating the disconnect. I'm getting back with the hands to create exit velo, which is a good thing. But when I do that, I drop. So I need to create back and then through, or get rid of that backwards motion and then just drive. But even when I'm watching it here, when I go back, I'm going forward so much, and you have this great disconnect, but my hands and shoulders are dropping just a little bit. Again, you're matching the plane to the ball, part of that, but That's just, look at how that bat is going up rather than down. That back shoulder is going up rather than through. And that's something that we want to work on. Maybe that's my cue for the week. Back shoulder down instead of up. Down instead of up. I'm going to write that down so we can drill that today. Down instead of up. That's why we like these notebooks right there. When the back shoulder goes up, that's my home run swing right there. Even here, like this is supposed to be a line drive swing, but that back shoulder is going up. Boom. Right there. Boom. Oh, this swing, dude. This swing made me want to shoot myself. This is that low one. I think we had like two people on, and I was just trying to hit a bomb to keep us in this game. I should not have swung at this pitch. Or if I swing at this pitch, like, go hard at it, dummy. Like, I was waiting for it to get low so that I could launch it into the air. This was supposed to be a home run swing, and just totally missed that ball. That was the worst swing of the day. This was a good one. All right. Back shoulder through. It's not even as through as the other one, but bat is leg behind. Hands are a little underneath the ball, but then we are cutting that nice into the gap. I like that swing a lot. That ball smacked. Boom. Missed that on the handle. I think I got a home run off of this, but that's an inside pitch. Like, that's the pitch you got to pull. I'm creating all of this distance. Again, being an adaptable hitter is a great thing, but also just like go with the pitch. It's a short inside pitch. Go to this wall, dummy. Why are you trying to push this ball? I'm creating all that space with that back leg, and then, I mean, it's going to be a hard ball to hit. Flaring it out there. This one's a little bit better. See how it's a little bit more outside. Again, I'm trying to hit some home runs here, and we were skadooshing. That ball's ripped. Hammering that ball. Again, low shoulder, kind of the same thing. Again, this is with that double. Look at this. So that bat toggle, that toggle, right there. That usually is where I can go back and keep that hands high. So maybe that's something I work with to keep the hands high. Is get that toggle and then go. The only thing is I got to get my timing better on it. So like my timing gets a little jacked up and then I'm on top of it. This is what I was trying to do. I was trying to put that ball on the ground to get it through that push side middle. So it was what I was trying. But that toggle does do a good job at keeping my hand on top of the ball instead of dropping. Same thing here. Look at this. I have that same toggle right there. Boom, boom. Oh, yeah, that's a good cut. And then a little less of one here. I mean, it's a little bit of a higher pitch, but a little less of a toggle underneath it. That one, I'm just waiting to hit a bomb. That ball was smacked, though. I think that was my 392, to be honest, which is kind of crazy. But like whenever I can get this extended and just like golf it, like that barrel is so far out there and just golfing it's not a super successful swing outside, but in hit tracks, it's again less of a toggle underneath that ball. Trying for a home run there. Trying for a home run there. That's just, man, I just do not love.
I know. I know. I know. I know.
get that far. Woo.
Oh, fuck.